Welcome everyone to the Mongol campaign for Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. Genghis Khan, the nomadic tribes of the Mongolian steppes have spent centuries entangled in their own petty feuds. Now Genghis Khan aspires to unite them in a highly disciplined army and embark on a campaign of world conquest. Can a horde of horse archers overcome the technologically advanced empires in China, let alone the military might of Persia and Eastern Europe? I guess we'll find out in this campaign that was originally developed for the Age of Kings, Crucible, in Mongolia.
A blue wolf took as his spouse a fallow doe. They settled at the head of the Onon River to raise their offspring, and there were born the Mongols. So begins my life's work, the secret history of the Mongols. I have been selected to compose this epic because great events are about to take place. We are going to leave Mongolia. I have lived always on this frigid, dry, and endless steppe. The tribes here squabble like vultures, fighting over the desiccated corpse of a marmot. We fight over limited resources, scarce water, few trees, sparse grass for our herds to graze on. A wise and dangerous man named Temujin means to change all this. He says that if the tribal conflict is to end, the Mongols require but two things. First, we need green pastures for our herds. With more to go around, there will be less competition among tribes. Second, we are a culture of warriors. We need a common enemy with which to do battle. To meet both these needs, Temujin has come up with the most modest of schemes: to unite the tribes and go to war with anyone who stands in our path. How, we ask him, how can nomadic horsemen in felt tents embark on a campaign of world conquest? Temujin replies that we will not fight as warriors, but as a unified army. We fight not for personal glory, but for the glory of the horde. And with those words, the name of Temujin has passed into almost obscurity. His name is replaced with the title Great Khan, Genghis Khan.
Well, the pronunciation is certainly better than the default one, Genghis Khan, however the Mongols pronounce it. But the original voice actor was, I feel, let's say, more memorable than this. I mean, the guy is doing a reasonable job, but it's just like the way the original guy was pronouncing it. Anyway, the horde of Genghis Khan.
Behold, the horde of Genghis Khan approaches. You men, you will visit each of the outlying tribes. You must convince as many as you can to join our glorious army. But beware the Karakitai. They are without honor.
Okay then. We need a holy relic for these boys, sheep for these guys. Let's get going. Now I kind of feel that the Uyghurs would be... It would make more sense to recruit them earlier.
We will follow you if you can prove to us that you are favored by the Sky God. Bring to us a holy relic.
The Sky God, interesting. But yeah, the voice acting certainly could have used some more. I mean, some of the things just feel like either rushed or perhaps low budget, in a sense. I mean, some of the voice acting, especially the new one for the new factions, is perfectly fine, but other things, not so much. Okay, sheep. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna get those camels, because why not? Let's spice things up, so to speak. Please tell me that I'm not just walking right in the middle of an enemy force. No. Good sign there.
You must prove that our people will benefit from this alliance.
Okay.
There is a great wolf, Onlu, whose pack has been attacking our flocks. Slay him, and we will join your horde. Yes, that is the pelt of the Great Wolf. We will join you, Genghis Khan. And to seal the agreement, we will give you the gift of flaming arrows.
Chemistry, you mean? Alright, so we get the Uyghurs. I'll leave one light horseman. Take the camels. Leave one, send one here, actually. I'll need more sheep. I shouldn't head north, because that's actually a fairly dangerous affair. Alright, let's keep going. Got the camels. Anti-cavalry units.
We are at war with the Taijuds. Destroy their camp and we will join you.
More sheep. Alright, so we have the Ungarites. How many sheep? 11. Alright, gonna go north. And secure the support of the Carids.
Winter has been hard, and our warriors are hungry. Bring us 20 sheep, and we will join you. If you are injured, our monks can heal you.
Alright, just bring the sheep and that will be it. And then we'll slaughter the Taichit. Visit and convince as many tribes as you can to join Genghis Khan. And through that...
Thank you, Great Khan. We will honor our word by providing you with these soldiers.
Good. More units. Now there is a relic, I believe, around here, basically. Gonna go pick it up. But of course I need to get my units. No, not that. So probably around here. I know there is one over here in the corner. Though that one is a bit annoying to get. There used to be a relic at one point here. Alright, we're gonna do this the hard way. Just gonna keep that unit there. Where is that river crossing? Ah, they removed it? Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Group 2. Group 1. Alright. Easy. Okay, let's heal up.
Сургаасons. Амар байна уу? Болгоё. За зүйтэй. Соёрхий би болгоё. Болгоё би болгоё. Сургаасан тийм ээ. Болгоё. За зүйтэй. Болгоосноо. Амар байна уу? Соёрхий. Болгоё. Тийм ээ. За зүйтэй.
Okay then, moving on. So very slowly. I don't like that heavy cape, that the camel riders have now. Well, at least the way it looks in Definitive Edition, because they did always obviously have it.
Болгоосноо. Би болгоё.
Throw it over there. Don't really need to care too much about military units at this point. Let's go slaughter the Taichits. Makes some sense considering the next mission. Okay.
Тийм ээ.
The Naiman are our enemy. If you drive them from the steppes, then
Амар
and
байна уу,
only
boy?
then we'll rejoin you.
You have done well in bringing us this artifact. We will ride with the Great Khan.
Because you have vanquished our enemy, we will gladly join the Horde.
Four Mongol tribes now follow the banner of Genghis Khan. The rest of the world will soon know true fear.
Okay, let's take a look at the map and let's see what other options existed. So we have this massive force involving 5 cavalry archers and a mangonel and 2 towers. Then we have 3 cavalry archers and a mangonel, and then finally we have these guys: mangonel, 3 mangadai, 3 cavalry archers, and a monk. And I recommend that you go for that. Really, there's a relic there. But did I really misremember there being a relic there? Maybe they removed it or something along those lines. Because I remember there was an undefeated relic by default in this game. Anyway, quit current game.
Nearly all of the Mongol tribes have united under the Great Khan. The chieftains of those tribes reluctant to join were boiled alive. Each day, new faces have taken up the bow. Unfamiliar hands hold the 9 bands of yak hair that has become Genghis' standard. There are more men and horses gathered in the camp than I ever knew existed. Horse archers and lancers, men in leather cuirass and silk armor, all lift their heads upward to the platform from where Genghis speaks. The Great Khan calls himself the punishment of God. Men smile like hungry wolves. It is dawn on the first day of the Mongol Empire.
Okay, a life of revenge. Now, there is an achievement to beat this mission in 5 minutes. I'm gonna try and go for that, or try and beat the mission very quickly. Because building up an economy to fight Kushluk, not exactly the greatest thing in the world, seeing as that I'll be building an economy from scratch for virtually every other mission after this, so.
Winter has come to the steppes. The earth is frozen hard as bone, and the only movement is the steam rising from the nostrils of men and horses. Only the promise of battle brings warmth. Nearly all of the tribes in Mongolia now answer to Genghis Khan. But with success comes enemies. A man named Kushluk has challenged Genghis's right to rule. Kushluk sows discord among the Karakatai Khanate and means to have himself proclaimed as a rival Khan. Genghis cannot allow these transgressions to go unpunished. He needs to set an example. So we ride west to find and slay Kushluk. If the Karakatai shelter him, then their lives are forfeit as well.
Okay then. Let's get going. The Karakatai. We don't need to kill them, we just need to kill Kushluk if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
I spotted a Tai Chud village to the north. Perhaps the inhabitants can be persuaded to join us.
We will see.
Kushluk is our guest. It would be most rude for us to send him away.
It's Genghis Khan.
We'll see
We
about
must
that.
flee. Run away! Run away!
Okay. So I need to delay a bit with regards to attacking their buildings, actually. Alright. So to buy myself some time, really.
I spotted a Tai Chud village to the north. Perhaps the inhabitants can be persuaded to join us. Kushluk is our guest. It would be most rude for us to send him away.
It's Genghis Khan. We must flee.
We will destroy this great tent. Genghis Khan will sleep in the dirt with the camel.
Run away! Run away!
Let me see if there is an easier way to get here. Maybe directly to the north. Yeah. Not many units there. And send a unit to keep attacking here. Maybe a cavalry archers, just to keep them a bit occupied. Trying to do this on hard when this is an achievement you can do on every difficulty is a bit tricky, but it is doable. All right. Let's see if this is manageable. All right, they're moving.
Such is the vengeance of the great Khan.
There we go. Achievement earned. You need to keep your horsemen alive though. So just use them as the distraction, because the way they works is it will go after units that are attacking its buildings. Well, almost lost the tent there as well. Holy crap, I didn't realize that. Anyway.
Genghis Khan knows that there are weapons aside from the lance and bow. He is a master of mental warfare. Just as he has made an example of Kushluk, he makes examples of enemy lands. When we first encounter a new adversary, the great Khan spares no one. We ride to the closest town, slay every living thing, burn down the city, sow the fields with salt, and make a mountain of enemy skulls. After that, the other towns are quick to send forth their emissaries, eager to placate the ravenous Mongol hordes.
Okay, so that was Kushluk. Into China. Let's begin the conquest of the Chinese lands. That should be good. This is arguably one of the hardest missions in the game.
Now, all of Mongolia is in the grasp of Genghis Khan. Beyond are two vast empires, China to the east and Persia to the west. Persia is the sensible choice of battle, since it separates us from the rich forage pastures in Europe. But first, Genghis Khan has another score to settle. After witnessing the power of our cavalry in action, the Chinese spoke of nothing but peace. They even promised support for our campaign westward. But now that we have turned away from China, they have decided not to deliver the men and arms they promised Genghis. It is time for another demonstration. Persia can wait as the horde wheels east once more, and we prepare to march into China, the largest, most advanced empire in the world.
Which we shall reduce into the dust. Let's breach the Great Wall of China, which they built specifically against hordes like the Mongols. Conquer the Tanguts, Xia, and Jin and Song. Let's get a move on.
Great Khan, we have captured a transport ship.
Mongols, run for your lives!
Great Khan, with these engineers, we can establish a stronghold in China and construct powerful engines of destruction.
Амар мэндүү.
Тийм ээ.
Захир. За. Амар мэндүү. За. Би болгоё.
Шаар сонлыг үүсгэе.
Тийм ээ. За.
Хэлэн райлн дах.
Захир модчин зүйтэй барилгачин
Тийм үү. Райлн дайлтан.
тийм үү болгоё. Бэлэн байна. Захир барилгачин амар мэндүү барилгачин
Шаар сонлыг үүсгэе.
Okay. We need the town center. We are in the Feudal Age, so I'll need to advance the Castle Age very quickly over here in order to really be able to defend myself. And I will need to gain control of... to gain a castle also quickly. Oh, that one is gonna die at this rate if I don't... if I'm not careful here. Right, there's some gold over there. I'm gonna destroy that. We need houses. Lots and lots of houses.
захир модчин тийм ээ барилгачин амар мэндүү барилгачин бэлэн байна.
And blacksmith.
барилгачин захир
An archer range over here.
барилгачин
Put those forward.
бэлэн байна. Тийм үү барилгачин
Okay, gonna get the blacksmith.
амар мэндүү би болгоё. Амтны тижээгч
How much is it? Alright, I just have enough resources to advance to the next stage, so I'm not gonna squander them.
захир тийм ээ амтны тижээгч бэлэн байна.
Захир. Барилгачин.
Амар мэндүү тийм үү за тижээгч захир
Okay, I will need to check where these resources are. I need gold. That's a good supply of it. There we go. There's a lot of the gold I'll use.
бэлэн байна. Зүйтэй.
Now I need to get more berries.
Тижээгч тийм үү зүйтэй.
Okay, gonna need some stone.
Барилгачин
Not a whole lot, just enough for a second castle. Because there will be quite a few attacks over here. Now there is only one way out through the Great Wall, and this is the way that they are going to use. So I'll need to be ready for it in order to contend with all of the enemies. Where to build a great castle? And not there. I'll want thumb ring as well as quickly as I can get my hands on it. What? Fucking okay. So the enemies are approaching.
Бэлэн бааза. Барилгачин. Тимур хачин. Амар миндүү хачин.
Амар миндүү.
Захир.
Тийм үү? Зүйтэй. Барилгачин. Би болгоё. Тийм ээ. Би болгоё. Захир. Модчин. Бэлэн байна. Захир за амтэн тэжээгч.
Тийм үү. Мэдлээ гүйцэтгэе.
Бэлэн байна. Би болгоё. Тийм үү. За. Барилгачин. Захир амар миндүү. Тийм үү? Бэлэн байна. Амар миндүү. Тийм ээ. Чин. Захир. Барилгачин.
Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Бэлэн барилгачин. Тийм үү? Засварчин.
Okay, 2 castles. I'll need the university next up. I have enough resources here. And I need a minute.
Амар мэндүү амьтан тэжээгч. Барилгачин. Бэлэн байна. Зүйтэй. Тийм ээ. Анчин.
Амар мэндүү модчин.
Тийм үү. Зүйтэй. Би болгоё. Захир анчин. Амар мэндүү бэлэн байна. Зүйтэй. Анчин. Амар мэндүү тийм ээ. Анчин.
Захир амар мэндүү тийм ээ. Анчин. Бэлэн байна. Захир. За. Зүйтэй. Тийм ээ. За. Барилгачин.
Захир. За. Зүйтэй. Тийм ээ. Амьтан тэжээгч. Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Захир. Барилгачин.
Захир. Барилгачин. Амар мэндүү. Барилгачин.
Амар мэндүү. Барилгачин. Бэлэн байна. Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин. Тийм үү? Би болгоё. Зүйтэй. Барилгачин.
Амар мэндүү.
Амар мэндүү. Барилгачин. Тийм үү?
Бэлэн байна. Уурхачин.
Бэлэн байна. Би болгоё. Уурхачин. Бэлэн байна. барилгачин, амар минь барилгачин,
захир, барилгачин, барилгачин, амар мэндүү, барилгачин, барилгачин,
тийм үү, уурхайчин, захир, барилгачин, тийм үү, модчин, амар минь дүү, тийм ээ, уурхайчин, захир, бидэн байна, барилгачин, захир, барилгачин,
захир, барилгачин,
амар минь дүү, барилгачин, бидэн байна, барилгачин, тийм үү, захир, барилгачин, тийм үү, барилгачин, бидэн байна, барилгачин,
бэлэн байна, барилгачин,
айлтаан
амар минь дүү, барилгачин,
соёлын зүйтэй,
бидэн байна, барилгачин, тийм үү,
захир, за, барилгачин,
амар минь дүү, за, уурхайчин, зүйтэй, за, барилгачин, захир, барилгачин,
Okay, I think there is some gold to the north. Now, I don't remember if they built trebuchets, but I can handle them if they do. Alright, gonna get some murder holes.
Timo.
And another castle. Actually, I should save stone, because I'm gonna need it when I cross the river. Alright, nothing there.
Timo, Time, барилгачин. Бэлэн уурхачин. Захир. Барилгачин. Амар миндүү. Тийм үү болгоё. Чин. Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин. Захир болгоё. Барилгачин. Амар миндүү. Барилгачин.
Амар миндүү. Барилгачин. Бэлэн бай. Би болгоё. Зүйтэй. Би болгоё. Барилгачин.
Okay, I'm gonna need naval units and a large army of Mangadai. Elite Mangadai, that is. So I'm gonna need to buy some food.
Бэлэн байна.
Амар миндүү.
Gonna get more stone.
Bye.
They are building a wonder, though it's gonna take a bit of time. Quite a bit of time, actually. But free docks should be able to produce a sizable enough navy to contest this situation.
Болгоё.
Амар миндүү.
Бэлэн бай. Засварчин. Тийм үү? Барилгачин. Захир. Бэлэн байна. Би болгоё.
Тийм үү?
Тийм үү? Модчин. Захир. Модчин. Амар миндүү. Засварчин.
Амар миндүү. За. Модчин.
What do a people who sleep in tents know of the word culture?
Бэлэн байна. Уурхачин.
Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
захир барилгачин
Амар мэндүү. Захир. Тийм үү? Зүйтэй. Уурхачин. Захир.
бэлэн байна. За барилгачин
Амар мэндүү. Барилгачин. Бэлэн байна. Тийм ээ. Би болгоо.
амар мэндүү барилгачин
Okay, I don't have a lot of time available here, so I'll need to build these castles and attack. Chukonuz.
Тасварчин захир барилгачин
бэлэн байна.
амар мэндүү захир
Тийм үү? Амар мэндүү барилгачин.
тасварчин бэлэн байна
Бэлэн байна. За. Тийм ээ. Амар мэндүү. Амар байна ургаа зүгтэй.
Засварчин амар болгоо ёо.
Захир засварчин. Бидэн бай. Уухачин.
Тийм үү? Уухачин бидэн баачин. Захир за засварчин.
Тийм ээ. За. Барилгачин.
Бидэн байн. Тийм үү? Амар минь дүү.
Захир амар минь дүү.
Захир тийм ээ. Зүйтэй болгоо ёо.
Захир би бол зүйтэй. За. Барилгачин.
Тийм үү? Уурхачин. Бидэн байн. Амар минь дүү. За. Би болгоо ёо. Зүйтэй. Барилгачин.
Okay, the Jin were defeated.
Тийм үү? За.
Gonna send my workers over here, my wood workers specifically, to gather some resources over there.
Бидэн байна.
Alright, I've reached the food limit.
Уухачин.
Okay, let's get these trebuchets involved here.
Бидэн байн.
Wonder if they have another town center. But yeah, this is the easiest way, I guess you could call it, of defeating the Jin and taking out their wonder. You just get a bunch of trebuchets from the side after you've dealt with their cavaliers and their chukunus. No reason to go through their entire base. Alright, there is a pile of gold, a pretty nice big pile of gold over there.
팀의 барилгачин.
Тийм үү? Уурхаач барилгачин.
Захир бэлэн байна. Тиймээ. За. Мотчин.
Амар мэндүү барилгачин.
Амар мэндүү зүйтэй.
Захир Тийм үү? Зүйтэй.
Бэлэн болгоё. За захир модчин.
Okay, the main Chinese horse has been taken out completely.
Амар мэндүү бэлэн байна.
I'm gonna kill these peasants, by the way. I can't even be bothered to get them on this side. I'll keep a couple of them
Тийм үү? Засварчин.
to really just...
Захир барилгачин.
бэлэн байна. Амар мэндүү.
These guys should be enough to repair, basically.
Захир барилгачин. Амар байна уу? Болгоё.
Захир засварчин.
Тийм үү? Би болгоё.
Амар мэндүү зүйтэй. За. Бэлэн байна.
Бэлэн байна. Засварчин.
Тийм үү? Захир амар мэндүү засварчин.
Okay, the Jin being finished. Alright, very good. So we have red, green, and blue, I guess. Gonna eliminate the lumber camp. Now, that's not really the point here. I'm interested in seeing how far I can get down this river. Let's see. Oh yeah, we have the song as well. Don't forget about that.
Тийм үү? Тийм ээ. Барилгачин амар мэндүү. Барилгачин.
Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
They have all the space here, by the way, for specifically for a wonder, and they don't use it. I think there is a lot of space here. Or it's castle and I just didn't know about it. Anyway. Let's get some trebuchets. We got a war to fight.
Tasvarчин.
Бэлэн бай. За, уурхачин.
Амар болгоё. Барилгачин. Бэлэн байна. Захир. Тийм үү? Амар мэндүү. Тийм үү? Засварчин.
Болгоосноо. Соёлын
Захир. Тийм ээ. Бэлэн байна. Модчин. Тийм үү?
Тийм ээ. Уурхачин.
If there is nothing around here, I'll just destroy my ships. As in, if there is no path forward, that is.
Сургаал болгоё. За зүйтэй.
захир бэлэн бай барилгачин 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 барилгачин
Амар болгоё.
амар минь бүтэачхан эрхлэгч барилгачин за бүтэачхан эрхлэгч барилгачин барилгачин тийм ээ бүтэачхан эрхлэгч бэлэн бай
Соёрхэ.
захир
Амар минь зүйтэй. Барилгачин бэлэн байна. Амар минь болгоё. За. Барилгачин.
амар минь дүү. Тийм үү? Би болгоё. Зүйтэй. Засварчин.
Okay, next up the Sia. We're gonna need to sell a lot of resources. For the gold.
Үүсгэе. Мэдлэг үүсгэе. Урагшаа дашаа. Тийм үү. Мэдлэг үүсгэе. Үүсгэе. Бэлэнтлээ үүсгэе. Тийм үү. Мэдлэг үүсгэе. Тийм. Бэлэн. Мэдлэг үүсгэе. Тийм үү. Үүсгэе. Бэлэн үүсгэе. Мэдлэг үүсгэе.
The mighty Mangadai
Beijing,
bombard
Wutzki,
cannons
Yikje,
moving into
Wutzki,
position. Only mission where we get bombard cannons as the Mongols.
Timo,
I don't know if they should have them or not, really. Because I'm not sure the Chinese had them.
Wutzki, Beijing, Yikje, Wutzki, Yikje, Wutzki, Timo, Aldan, Beijing, Urshad, Ashad, Timo, Riding Dash. Timo, Yikje, Wutzki, Beijing, Timo, Urshad, Ashad, Ushal Sans, Wutzki, Aldan.
And that is the end of China, which has fallen under the control of the Mongols, or at least a portion of it, not all of it. Genghis Khan did not conquer all of China. Others managed to do that. Anyway.
It was a glorious slaughter. For years, visitors to China will be astounded by the mountain of human and horse skeletons that we have erected. Genghis's horde has gained one huge advantage by this invasion of China: technology. We now possess the knowledge and equipment to allow us to make siege weapons. We will crack open the Persian and European castles to reach the softer parts within. Genghis is pleased with our progress and with the legacy he leaves behind. His mother once ate wild onions and rodents to keep from starving. But the children and grandchildren of Genghis will eat off plates of Persian gold.
What is certainly historically inaccurate is this idea that Genghis Khan wanted to conquer Persia. No, he wanted to deal with Persia initially, and it was only after Persia slaughtered his messengers that he decided, yeah, we're gonna bring the hammer down on their heads. And this is like the episode of abject stupidity by the Persians. Like, here is a guy that's conquered significant parts of China. Here's a guy that's crushed everyone before him. Let's piss him off by killing his messengers. Suicide? I don't know. Did the Khwarezm Empire just want to kill themselves doing that? Did they just give up on life, on the will to live? Because that's really what happened. Because that really it seems what happened there. Now, granted, it wasn't the head of the Khwarezm Empire that was responsible for this. It wasn't the person in charge. It was some, I don't know, local governor that was apparently responsible for the slaughter of Genghis's messengers. But even so, abject insanity. I wouldn't even call it stupidity. No, stupidity is on a whole different level. Stupidity is like, oh yeah, we screwed over the battle or we screwed over tactics, all that. No, insanity is like, let's piss off the guy who has one of the best and most powerful and largest armies in the world that's just defeated the most powerful empire in the world, or the most powerful nation, I guess you could call it, though it doesn't make sense in a historical context. But anyway, let's piss off the guy that defeated the Chinese, who are the most superior nation or empire at that particular time. Let's piss him off, and he'll invade us and completely destroy us. Now, to be clear something about Genghis Khan, though, he fought every war, almost every war, outnumbered. Think on that. All the horrors, like the Mongol horde, not so much of a horde, actually. His opponents, the Khwarezm, the Chinese, the others, the Indians, all that, the Europeans even, they were able to field larger armies than the Mongols. It was really the tactics, the strategies that were employed by the Mongols that won them the day. Now, when we're thinking about the Mongol horde, it was a propaganda tale, engineered as much by the Mongols as by their opponents to make them seem more fiercer than they were, because the Mongols knew that they were fighting at a disadvantage, did not want to face the full extent of the enemy, so psychological warfare was certainly part of the core for Genghis Khan and his successors. And his successors, well, let's just say they would continue to be fearsome for quite a while. Anyway, I will need about 10-20 minutes, and I will be right back. Gonna take a break, got something to do, and then I'll continue with 2 more missions. Actually, 3 more missions. So we have Persia, Russia in the same mission. Then we have to deal with the Eastern Europeans. Then we get to deal with the Hungarians. Now, keep in mind what Genghis Khan did, just to understand the next 3 missions. He conquered Persia. He conquered Russia in winter. Now, let's be clear on this. In winter, right? The fearsome Russian winter. But at the same time that he was conducting, obviously, large portions of the Persian campaign. And he was dealing with the might of the Cumans, the Kievan Rus. And then he ended up fighting the Poles, the Holy Roman Empire, basically pretty much everyone in the northern part of Eastern Europe. And then he was fighting the Hungarians. Pretty fierce fighters, the Hungarians as well. This is reflected in, obviously, the Cuman campaign. And the Cumans were a fairly formidable force as well in their own right at this particular time. So the Mongol Empire completely wrecked the Cumans, the Hungarians, the Poles, the Bohemians, the Baltic states, virtually everyone in their path. I think the closest you can get is probably the Muslim conquest. And I'm not talking the Ottomans, obviously, as much of a fearsome threat time. No, I'm talking the Uyghurs, and even before that. That's how fierce of an opponent Genghis Khan was. Anyway, Costin here, bear back. Just going to continue after that. Okay, the horde rides west into Persia.
Sleep in the saddle, drink the rain, eat nothing but dried meat, dried milk, and horse blood. Such is the life of a Mongol at war. At night, we are rewarded with fermented yak's milk and the promise of Persian treasures. Driven on by the words of the great Khan, we have crossed miles of the Asian continent at full gallop. Before us lies the vast empire of Persia. The Khwarezm Shah will be given one chance to submit, and then his cities will be pulled down brick by brick. But not all of us head into Persia. Genghis has sent Sobotai Batur of the reindeer people north into Russia. The Russian principalities are disorganized, and Genghis hopes that Sobotai can break them one by one. Then the horde will rule all of Asia.
I wonder what the Slavs will be in this particular context. Guess we'll find out. Okay, in the north deploys Subotai's horde conqueror. Alright.
Great Khan, our assassins are concealed in these trade cards.
Timo.
Once the cards are near the Persian Shah, the assassins will strike. Without their leader, the Persians will fall like grass beneath our hooves.
Alright, there is a settlement there. The Kipchak. Ooh, the Kipchaks, huh?
Захар, Timo, Motchung.
Амар Минду.
We come bearing gifts for the Shah.
You may enter. Our city of Samarkand is just over that hill.
It's the horde of Genghis Khan. We are doomed.
Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин. Тийм үү? Барилгачин. Захар. Барилгачин.
Амар Минду. Барилгачин. Захар. Барилгачин. Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Амар Минду. Анчин. Бэлэн байна. Тийм ээ. Захар. Тийм үү? Анчин. За. Тийм ээ.
Бэлэн байна. Захар. Амар Минду.
Амар Минду. Тийм үү? Бэлэн байна.
Захар. Анчин.
Тийм үү? Анчин. Захар. Би болгоё. Анчин.
Okay, I want to see if they'll attack the assassins, because you can abuse the situation very quickly here to your particular advantage. I'll need a castle over here, I think.
Alright.
Бэлэн байна. Анчин.
Амар Минду. Тийм ээ. Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Амар Минду болгоё.
Анчин.
Захар.
Анчин. Би болгоё. Анчин.
Тийм үү? Болгоё. Анчин. Захар.
That's enough villagers over there.
Тийм ээ. Барилгачин.
Alright, gonna build a castle there.
Амар Минду. Барилгачин.
Амар Минду. Анчин. Барилгачин.
Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин.
бэлэн байна. Хөдөөжхөн эрхлэгч.
Амар мэндүү барилгачин.
Амар мэндүү.
Захир за. Барилгачин. Тийм үү? Зүйтэй. Барилгачин.
And what have the Mongols sent me? No doubt a bribe, begging me not to destroy them.
We'll see about that.
Quickly, we must strike at the Shah.
Бэлэн. Тийм үү. Нийтлээ гүйцэтгэл шаал сонс. Нийтлээ гүйцэтгэл.
Alright, these guys are gonna start killing them.
I should have expected such treachery from Mongols. They mean to attack. Defend the Shah.
Okay. So, you can't just slaughter their entire army like you could in the default game.
Захир.
Well, that's gonna complicate the matter of fighting here.
Тийм үү? Барилгачин. Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин.
We're gonna need more workers then.
Захир. Тийм ээ. Барилгачин.
Okay. Yeah, you can kill just the Shah. I know.
Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Well aware of how it works. The problem is I don't want to deal with the counterattacks yet. I need some monks, I need some units.
Амар мэндүү. Барилгачин.
So I need a monastery over here.
Тийм үү?
And I need the castle on this side.
Бэлэн байна.
There's no point in rushing it, basically. That's the point here. Just setting up my defenses. Let's get gold shaft mining. I'm gonna need more food. Some monks. Quite a lot of monks, actually.
Захир болгоё. Барилгачин.
Амар мэндүү. Модчин.
No, I'm gonna clear that tree.
Амар
Бэлэн
мэндүү.
байна.
Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Амар мэндүү. Барилгачин.
Right?
Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин.
That's another one. Yeah, I need a lot of food
Захир.
and wood.
За.
Woodworkers.
Барилгачин.
Тийм үү? За. Барилгачин.
I should have expected such treachery from Mongols. They mean to attack. Defend the Shah. Defend Samarkand.
Okay, so I'm gonna need to defend against their attacks. So I probably have like 2 minutes or something along those lines.
Тийм үү? Барилгачин. Амар мэндүү.
Before they attack.
Тийм үү? Барилгачин. Захир. Барилгачин. Уур хаачин. Зүйтэй. Барилгачин.
Alright, just gonna need that castle built quickly.
Захир. Барилгачин.
бэлэн байна. Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Alright, just gonna save here.
Захир уурхайчин. Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин.
Бэлэн байна.
Амар мэндүү. Барилгачин.
Амар мэндүү. Барилгачин.
Now the question is whether or not they saw some of my units or something else happened.
Quickly, we must strike at the Shah.
Бэлэн байна. Эрхлэгч.
Let's see.
I should have expected such stretches from Mongols. They mean to attack. Defend the Shah.
Alright, gonna kill the Shah then. Just like that. Yeah, the tricks of the default game don't work, unfortunately.
We must strike at the Shah.
What is this?
He's gone.
Now the Persians will be an easier target. We die for Genghis Khan.
Clearly, you do die for your lord and savior Genghis Khan. Alright, castle being built. Gonna need farming.
Тийм үү? Модчин. Захир би болгоё. Уурхайчин, барилгачин. Болгоосноо сургаал болгоё.
Амар мэндүү. Уурхайчин.
Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин.
Бэлэн, хурайлан дагш.
Бэлэн байна.
Захир засварчин.
Ушаал сонсдгий.
Бэлэн засварчин. Амар мэндүү. Тийм үү? За модчин.
Захир барилгачин.
Захир
Alright. In Roman campaign, Turks look like Polish as ours. Who knows? Alright, I need stone. I don't have a source for it. I mean, I could always buy it, of course. It's not the problem.
Бэлэн байна.
Амар мэндүү.
Alright, 2 castles over here. I'm just gonna build enough units to be able to stop them over here.
Амар мэндүү. Би болгоё. За за.
And a monastery to heal up a bit. Gonna need a blacksmith.
Барилгачин.
Honestly, the sheeps are just a bloody annoyance to deal with. Cares about them. Their only use might be as a scouting unit, really, at this point. Just gonna get all the upgrades. Although, I'm not gonna say no to hunting all of those deer. So what are the Russians as a faction? Is a big question. Okay, sheep. Gold, okay. Let's get a lumber mill over on that side. Need more gold workers, really. 5 there, 5 here. The Russians are just weak. It's not worth investing the resources into taking them down. Just need a couple of units to hold them back, and that's really all that there is. The chances of them doing any kind of damage here against Subotai, practically nil. Okay. Stone, boys, stone. Give me fucking stone. Should probably just get the stables. Get some scout cavalry out.
Хачин би болгоё. Бэлэн байна. Уур хачин, тийм үү, уур хачин. Уур хачин.
Захир. Барилгачин.
Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Амар мэндүү. Барилгачин.
Захир. Барилгачин.
Сургаасунс. Соёмар байна уу? Соёрхий. За зүгтээ.
Okay, nice source of gold over here, if ever needed. Gonna get camels, cavaliers, all kinds of units. And some monks.
Бэлэн байна.
Амар мэндүү.
Alright, these guys were
Anyway.
able to deal with
Би
that.
болгоё. Зүйтэй.
Should I just
За,
buy? Gonna need another one of these. Get the Limanga die. Gonna get the scout cavalry.
Амар мэндүү. За. Барилгачин. Барилгачин.
Бэлэн байна. Амар мэндүү. Барилгачин. Захир.
Бэлэн байна. Модчин. Зүйтэй.
The answer is diplomacy doesn't fucking work, except for free-for-all games. Or multiplayer if you care about that. In team games if you want to betray your ally, assuming you can even do so. If your teams are unlocked. Good luck with that. Okay, gonna need a heck of a lot of food for that.
Бэлэн байна.
Захир. За. Тийм ээ.
I'm gonna get the lumber camp over here. I'll put these guys on lumber for now.
Барилгачин. Модчин.
Just basically as a... Wait. Am I not supposed to... Yeah. Damn it. 125. Well, it's better than what it used to be, I can say that much. Siege workshop. Okay. I'll certainly need a lot of guys to... Well, I'll transition these guys from wood gathering to
Амар мэндүү.
to gold until I can take that first gate over there.
Амар мэндүү. Захир. Уур хачин.
Захир.
Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин.
Солгой. Амар байна уу?
I know that this is closed off. Yeah, population cap for the default campaigns was certainly higher. It's basically right now on the level of the conquerors. To be perfectly honest. I'll get some hussars to help out here. Need something to tank the damage with.
Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин. Сургаал сонс. Болгоосноо. За зүйтэй. Би болгоё.
Тушаал сонс.
Timo, засварчин.
Амар байна уу? Болгоосноо болгоё. Амар байна уу? Тийм ээ. Болгоё. Сургаалс.
Well, maybe a northern approach would be easier, but I don't know about that really. Hard to say. One advantage is you can destroy this castle over here. There aren't really many defenses. Oh. Yeah, that trebuchet is there. There aren't really that many defenses, to be honest, over here. Gonna start moving forward. Wolves, huh?
Захиртэй. Барилгачин. Тийм үү? Бэлэн байна.
Gonna move these guys on gold.
Барилгачин.
Oh shit. Wrong one.
Соёрхий. Амар мэндүү. Барилгачин. Болгоосноо. Болгоё.
Захир, засварчин. Тийм үү? Амар миндүү, барилгачин.
Бэлэн байна. Модчин.
Бэлэн байна. За. Уурхачин.
Амар болгой.
Okay, gonna find the other town center and destroy it. Pack those trebuchets. I don't think there's many towers over there.
Сургаал сонс.
Захир барилгачин.
Oh boy, they're certainly gonna throw a heck of a lot here. Right. Gonna send more units. Bad idea. I need to find their town center. It's gotta be to the north. Or is it? There it is. Gonna send more units to help with the fight. I wonder if they're gonna, if they have more workers. The Wanderer does not play a role in what's happening here. I'm gonna destroy a gate. Clear a path, so to speak. Where am I getting attacked from? Ah, there's these guys still. Maybe that's just it.
Timo, Amramendu. Барилгачин.
Амар миндүү. Зүйтэй. Уур хаачин.
It depends. I think what makes them resign is destroying all their important buildings, actually. The Russians have come to aid the Persians. What trickery of history is this? To be honest, they barely sent anything. Oh, gold. Oh, actually they have come to aid the Persians. What the fuck? The Russian army is arriving. So what makes the enemy resign is a number of different conditions. So you can have them resign if you destroy their town center, their castles. Let's get Subotai to attack here. They either resign if you destroy a castle or a town center, or they resign if you destroy all their military production, or all their production period, and kill all their villagers. That's generally the thing that gets the AI to generally resign. It depends on the map in question. I'm gonna send a couple of Mangadai on that side to deal with them. Now I don't remember if the Russians had a castle, honestly. I know that they obviously have a town center, that's not even up for a debate, but if I remember where all of them were. And there we go. Well, they have boyar, so they have a castle. Just where in the world is it? There we go. Though there were no Russians at this time, in this particular time period, just to note that, to make that particular point. Right, more villagers. Kill all of them. I'm gonna leave a few on the gold location. Oh, gonna need to kill that ram before it kills my trebuchets. So in this case, I think I need to destroy all their... we'll see if that works. Where's do they have any more villagers? I think I've actually killed them all. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, so it was killing all their villagers. Maybe their castle is well consorted. But either way, the Russians are beaten. Though they would have been the Kievan Rus. The Kipchaks are beaten. So this basically takes place before the Cuman campaign, or right at the beginning of the Cuman campaign, because you have the Kipchaks here, which are just easily swept aside. Anyway, victory, quit current game.
The Persian army numbered nearly 500,000 men, but was beaten by a Mongol army less than half that size. The governors of outlying cities were executed by pouring molten silver into their eyes and throats. The capital city of Samarkand, which was expected to withstand our siege for a full year, fell in 5 days. Separate mountains were made of the skulls of men, women, children, horses, dogs, and cats. We roamed the streets in wonder at the opulence of the Persians, drinking at their fountains and gorging ourselves on sherbet and tropical fruit. For a man born in a tent, it seemed as if Genghis Khan had torn open the gates to heaven itself. Russia and Mesopotamia were now ours to command. The empire now stretched over 7,000 miles, from the Pacific Ocean to the Black Sea. We were about to enter Europe when tragedy struck.
To be honest, they actually knew how to conquer. The thing about the massacres is that they're generally overrated. The thing is, they did spare, what's not really mentioned here is that they did spare the artisans, thinkers, intellectuals, teachers, basically anyone of use. They butchered the nobility in particular, and they butchered people in cities that resisted, that weren't part of those categories of people. But mostly, they did take most of the countries, what you call countries nowadays, they did take most of those without the fight, basically. Because at hearing the news of the massacres the Mongols were perpetrating, most of Persia, most of China, Russia, etc., or what we call today Russia, submitted without a fight. That was the whole point of this idea. Unlike, say, Tamerlane, the Timurid Empire. Yep. Psychological warfare, not really intimidation per se. Alright, the promise.
Old wolves do not die gracefully. Warriors their whole lives, they do not know how to live when they grow old and their fangs fall out. Such it is with Mongols as well. Genghis Khan was now 80 years old. On the night when we knew our glorious conquest was about to end, Genghis summoned his sons to his tent. They found their father shivering before a fire, delirious with pain. "My descendants will wear gold," he said. "They will eat the finest meals and ride the finest horses, and forget to whom they owe it all. A deed is not glorious until it is finished." And he refused to die until Ogedai, his third son, promised to continue the war. Ogedai emerged from the tent, carrying his father's bow, and declared, "This storm is not yet finished. I hear the sound of lightning, and it strikes in Poland." The church bells rang in Europe when they saw our horde pouring out of the mountains. The armies of Bohemia and Germany hastened to Poland's defense. To them, our army might have been from the underworld itself, still commanded by the shade of the great Khan.
They did defeat the Polish. Here's the thing. People did try and beat the Mongols. People with competent armies, well-organized armies, professional armies even. And they all lost. Even when they had vastly superior numbers. The Mongols were just that good. These are guys who would retreat, quote-unquote, who would have an organized retreat lasting several weeks, and then, everyone would keep their formation, and then they realized, well, let's pursue them. And then the Mongols would turn around and smash their pursuers. Alright. How lovely. We need castles. For that, we need stone. Where is stone? Or we need one castle.
Timo, барилгачин. Бэлэн байна, барилгачин. Захир, барилгачин. Амар мэндүү, анчин. Анчин. Бэлэн байна, за. Анчин, уурхачин. Амар мэндүү тийм ээ.
Timo. Зүйтэй. Барилгачин.
Timo.
Lord Ogedai, King Wenceslas is approaching with a huge army. Scouts have located a region in the pass ahead where we can make our stand. If we build strong fortifications, we will smash their army against our walls and towers.
Амар мэндүү. Тийм болгоё. Барилгачин. За за. Барилгачин.
Захир. Зүйтэй. Би болгоо.
Because Eastern Europe did not submit. It was also an awkward situation where Genghis Khan was dying. His successors were very different men. Huh. Nice idea. Development in progress. Except the Mongol Empire did invest in all of that. Once it was an empire, that is. I mean, what can you expect of people living in huts? They basically used the people that they conquered for that particular role. The problem with the Mongol Empire... Yeah, Mongolia is nothing. The problem with the Mongol Empire was not necessarily development, scientific or, all that. No, the problem with Mongolia was more so... The problem with Mongolia was more so the fact that they had a significant period of instability. Civil wars as well. Various khans fighting for power. That's what ruined them. And I would not judge the legacy of the Mongols on the basis of what Mongolia is right now, because they more or less abandoned Mongolia.
Захир болгоо. За модчин. Бэлэн байна. Амар мэндүү. Тийм үү? Би болгоо. Зүйтэй.
Амар мэндүү. Тийм үү? Захир.
Тийм үү? Тийм ээ. Амар мэндүү. Барилгачин. Захир бэлэн байна. Барилгачин. Тийм үү? За. Зүйтэй. Тийм ээ. Барилгачин. Захир барилгачин. Амар мэндүү. Захир модчин. Амар мэндүү. За. Барилгачин, модчин. Бэлэн байна. Тийм үү? Би болгоо. За. Модчин.
Okay, I'm going to need a significant amount of lumber.
Амар мэндүү.
Бэлэн байна. Тийм үү? Модчин.
Тийм үү? Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин. захир барилгачин
Амар миндүү. Барилгачин.
бэлэн байна. Барилгачин. Мэдээжийн эрхлэгч. Амар миндүү. Мэдээжийн эрхлэгч. Мэдээжийн эрхлэгч. Мэдээжийн эрхлэгч. Мэдээжийн эрхлэгч. Би болгоё. Захир мэдээжийн захир. Мэдээжийн эрхлэгч. Бэлэн байна. Амар мэдээжийн эрхлэгч. Мэдээжийн эрхлэгч. Захир болгоё. Барилгачин.
Захир. Барилгачин. Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин.
Бэлэн байна.
Gonna build a... Oh, they got the mining camp. I'm gonna have to build a castle over here.
Захир хачин. Тийм ээ. За.
Амар миндүү. Зүй тийм ээ. Барилгачин.
Civil wars happen because of internal problems, not because of conquest. Every country in the world that's had an unstable government has had civil war, big or small, doesn't matter. We just remember the civil war from the big empire because they obviously mattered more.
Timo.
Амар миндүү уур хачин.
Захир. Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин. Захир. Барилгачин. 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 Амар миндүү. Тасварчин. Зүйтэй. Би болгоё. Тийм үү? Тасварчин. Бэлэн байна. Тийм ээ. Би болгоё. Захир. Амар миндүү.
Захир болгоё.
Тийм үү? Барилгачин. Барилгачин. Бэлэн байна.
Бэлэн байна. Зүйтэй. Уур хачин. Тийм үү? Захир. Уур хачин.
Захир. За. Барилгачин. Тийм үү? Уур хачин. Амар миндүү. Захир. Би болгоё. Барилгачин.
Амар миндүү.
Бэлэн байна. Тасварчин. Амар миндүү. Барилгачин. Тийм үү? Зүйтэй. Уур хачин. Захир. За. Барилгачин. Барилгачин.
Захир. Тийм ээ. Бэлэн байна. Барилгач би болгоё. Зүйтэй. Амар минь.
Амар минь.
Захир модчин. Амар минь модчин. Бэлэн бай. Тийм ээ. За. Амар минь гоё. Барилгачин. Захир сурчин. Бэлэн бай. Уурхачин. Тийм үү? Барилгачин. Амар минь. Модчин. Захир. Бэлэн байна. Захир. Барилгачин.
Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин. Тийм үү? Засварчин.
Амар минь бэлэн байна. Модчин. Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Захир барилгачин.
Okay. So we've got the Bohemians, the Polish, and the German marching against us, or preparing to.
Амар минь зүйтэй.
I'll need more stone, unfortunately. I'll need a monk. I'm gonna get movement speed for monks as well.
Захир. За. Уурхачин.
So I can get more of them.
Бэлэн байна.
The largest problem is actually wood.
Тийм үү?
Nine more workers on wood. Yeah, maybe that's a bit exaggerated, right?
Бэлэн байна.
Don't quite need 9.
За. Уурхачин.
It is indeed a bit exaggerated. Oh, yep, there is a lot of stone on the map. That's not the problem. The issue is I don't want to move too much forward, because then I'd have to deal with the fact that let's see, where's the monk? There we go.
Амар минь.
Just gonna have to build up my fortifications. If I remember, there's a bunch of castles around.
Zute, Time.
Амар минь модчин. Бэлэн байна. Модчин. Захир. Зүйтэй. Модчин.
Бэлэн байна. Тийм үү?
Амар байна. Би болгоо. За зүйтэй.
Тийм үү? Захир болгоо. За модчин. Бэлэн байна. Амар Минду, Модчин, Тиму, Барилгачин, Захир, Барилгачин.
Lord Ogadai, we are taking too long to construct our defenses. The Bohemian cavalry could arrive at any moment.
Тийм үү? Би болгоё. Амар минь. Барилгачин бэлэн байна. Барилгачин.
Тийм үү? Барилгачин бэлэн байна. Барилгачин. Амар Минду, барилгачин. Захир, барилгачин.
All right. Trigger what? They're about to attack me here. Interesting. I'm gonna need more units. So I need a bunch of gold.
Амар Минду, Урхачин, Тиму, Амар Минду, барилгачин, өдөөжийн эхлэгч.
Захир, барилгачин, барилгачин, барилгачин. Барилгачин, хөдөөжин эрхлэгч. Бэлэн байна. Хөдөөжин эрхлэгч. Захир, барилгачин.
Mongols! We're doomed for certain!
Glad to know that you're aware of your fate. I suppose the Polish know what they're gonna be dealing with. Okay, gonna get the Mangadai to destroy the camp.
Bildin bạn.
Амар минь дүү.
Тийм зүйтэй. Барилгач.
Тийм үү? Мод чин.
Захир. Тийм ээ.
Polish flag captured.
Bildin bạn. Uurхаач. Захир.
Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин.
Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Okay. Right. Yep, everything is destroyed here. Just need to get a couple of monks to heal my units and then move over there.
Захир. Тийм ээ. Чин. Тийм үү? За чин.
Амар минь дүү. Бэлэн байна. Модчин. Болгосноо. Захир модчин бий болгоё. За. Амар минь дүү. Зүйтэй.
I'll need a heck of a lot of stone to really succeed here. And they're making halberdiers. How very nice of them. Gonna have to destroy these these turrets. Nice walls though. No, that's just a wall, not an actual tower. That's the tower right there, the keep. Over on that side. So there's the stone.
Amr Mindu. Barjung.
Тийм үү? Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин.
We have been stuck on this mountain for 15 years. Show us the way down and we will gladly join your army.
Тийм үү?
Захир би болгоё. Тийм ээ. Барилгачин. Би болгоё.
Ah, they give you Lightus. So the Lithuanians are joining the Mongols? That didn't happen. Can assure people of that much.
Соёлын болгоё. Болгоосон уу? Зүйтэй. Сургаал сонс. Тийм ээ. Амар байна уу? Болгоосон уу?
German flag captured.
Амар байна уу?
Surgasons. Soyri.
Амар мэндүү. Барилгачин.
Захир. Барилгачин. Амар мэндүү. Барилгачин.
Тийм үү? Барилгачин. Амар мэндүү.
Okay, the Germans are not yet defeated.
Болгосно. Сургаалгоос.
I'm gonna move these guys over here. I'll need to repair those trebuchets. The vast Mongol army approaches. There we go. Finally defeated.
Амар байна уу? Тийм ээ.
Битэн байна.
Okay. We now get to deal with the Bohemian scum.
Амар мэндүү.
I need to repair.
Битэн байна. Барилгачин. Тийм үү? Болгоё. Хачин. За.
We get 10 Lituses in
Soyri.
47 Mangadai. I think the Mongols are probably the only faction in the entire game where we can play their most of their campaign by just building one unit, except trebuchets, of course, or siege in general.
Засварчин.
Тийм үү?
Lord Ogadai, we have completed the castles. We are ready to withstand the assault of King Wenceslas and his Bohemian knights.
Амар байна уу?
Битэн байна. Засварчин. Тийм үү? Барилгачин. За. Тийм ээ. Би болгоё. Барилгачин.
Амар мэндүү. Барилгачин.
Захиртэй.
Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин. Захир. Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Амар мэндүү.
They do have a heck of a lot of bombard towers. Just gotta take them down one by one. There's also that onager right there. Gonna attack the one over on that side. Try and take down the siege. Oh. That Hope that bombard tower can't actually shoot at me. There we go. So much for the great Bohemian army.
Соёлтой
Бэлэн байна.
Just gotta get past these thick walls. The Bohemians are finished.
Bohemian flag captured. All 3 flags captured. We are victorious.
I'm actually curious. It's like to capture an enemy flag. The Polish, their army consists of the Knight Swordsmen, Mangonels. Alright. Now we're stronger. Yeah. Wondering when that end screen would finally pop up. Leave the map, it's over.
European knights fight as individuals, but Mongols fight as part of a united army. Laden down with armor, the Polish and Germans could not catch our quick-footed horses. Time and again, we fired flaming arrows at them, then retreated out of range. When the enemy cavalry pursued, we would lead them into an ambush. The ambush was always announced by the conqueror, a huge drum carried into battle on a camel. 100 times 100 times has the conqueror sounded on this day. We were ordered to cut off an ear of every victim. 9 large sacks of ears were sent back to Ögedei Khan.
And then there's Pax Mongolica against the Hungarians, who probably are the Magyars in this. Ear soup. Maybe a necklace, who knows? Maybe decoration around his yurt. One final mission to do. The Battle of Mohacs Plain. Gonna have to defeat the Hungarians. The Battle of Mohacs. Historically, no, not Mohacs. What the hell am I talking about? No, that was against the Mongol Empire. Okay. Push into Central Europe. Mongol invasion of Europe. The Battle of Mohi, the Battle of the Sajo River, or the Battle of the Tisa River. There were about, holy shit, there was a lot of fucking Hungarians. What the fuck? It's like historical sources: 80,000 men, 50,000 men, or 25,000 men on the side of the Hungarians. That's quite a lot of men. Maybe somewhere in between. Who knows? It's difficult to say exactly what kind of number of troops. Right. Okay, I was just looking at the historical figures. There probably are some tens of thousands of men that fought in this whole affair, in this whole battle that's coming up. Tens of thousands on each side, maybe 20,000, 30,000. Some figures go as high as 80,000 on the Hungarian side. Hard to say, really. It's likely the Hungarians did outnumber the Mongols. Historical disputes about figures. We don't quite really know. We do have historical figures by chroniclers, but we know that they are propaganda and that they don't make sense. On the flip side, of course, we do have the idea that there were, medieval states were capable of fielding this many men. The number of Mongols that could have been, well, keeping in mind that the Khwarezm Empire fell to not 200,000 or 250,000 as made the point by this game, but more like 100,000 against 200,000 Persians. It's likely that the Mongols were outnumbered, considering how far from their central, from their government that this was, right, in Mongolia. Anyway, Pax Mongolia. Or Pax Mongolica.
Only one power stands in our way. France and the kingdoms beyond are beaten from decades of crusades. If we break Eastern Europe, then it is likely that all of Western Europe will surrender. But to break the East, we must defeat Hungary. Hungary possesses the most formidable cavalry in all of Europe. They have not only the strength of European armor, but their horses are cousins to our own, having drifted in from across the Russian steppes. The Saho River that separates us from the army of Hungary is frozen, so we will be unable to deploy boats. Instead, the battle will be won or lost over who controls the bridge. Subotai is coming with reinforcements. If we can survive the charge of the Hungarian knights until Subotai arrives, then we can hope to take the bridge. Much rests on this simple bridge. If we capture the Saho crossing, we capture Hungary. If Hungary falls, so falls Europe. With Europe and Asia under Mongol control, our conquest of the world will be complete and final.
Absolutely. Not quite what happened, right? Anyway, let's get going. We'll need castles. Several castles.
We must hold off the Hungarians until Subotai arrives. He will be here in 40 minutes.
Agadai was not
close enough to an enemy building, and we will give our lives for the cause.
Well, all I can say is that Ogadai was not commanding in this battle.
Timo.
Okay. Let's see. Alright, so we do start with one castle, but obviously that's not going to be good enough. We do also start with 60 food.
Timo, барилгачин.
Okay then.
Амар миндүү. Барилгачин.
Амар миндүү. Захир. Зүйтэй. Би болгоё. Тийм ээ. Би болгоё. Бэлэн байна. Зүйтэй. Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Бэлэн барилгачин. Захир. Тийм үү? За. Зүйтэй. За, модчин.
I think I need about 3 castles to really be able to withstand their charge. So, but I will eventually arrive, just kind of set up my economy in the meantime.
Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин. Тийм үү?
Захир, модчин. Барилгачин.
Захир. За, зүйтэй. Амар минь тийм үү? Бэлэн байна. Захир. Уурхачин. Амар минь болгоё. Барилгачин.
Амар миндүү, анчин.
Charge!
Тийм үү?
Бэлэн байна. Анчин.
Тийм үү? Захир. За. Амар мэдүү. Бэлэн байна. За. Анчин. Захир. Зүйтэй. Барилгачин.
Захир анчин.
Амар мэдүү.
Subutai should be here in 30 minutes.
Бэлэн байна. Одчин. Тийм ээ. Би болгоё. За. Би болгоё. Тийм үү? Амар мэдүү. Барилгачин. Тийм үү? Анчин. Бэлэн байна. Би болгоё. Анчин. Захир. За. Барилгачин.
Шаалсан эдлээ гүйцэтгэе.
Тийм үү? Зүйтэй. За. Модчин.
Бэлэн байна. Амар мэдүү.
Тийм үү? Тийм. Гүйцэтгэе.
Тийм үү?
Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин.
Амар мэдүү. Барилгачин.
Амар мэдүү. Барилгачин. Захир. Барилгачин.
Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин. Захир. Барилгачин.
Амар мэдүү. Бидээжхүн эрхлэг. Зүйтэй. Бидээжхүн болгоё. Барилгачин. Захир. Тийм ээ. Барилгачин. Модчин. Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Тийм үү? Барилгачин. Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин.
Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин. Тийм үү? Зүйтэй. Барилгачин. Модчин. Бэлэн байна.
Захир. Барилгачин. Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Захир.
Амар мэдүү. Барилгачин.
Эдлээ гүйцэтгэе.
Амар мэндүү барилгачин тийм үү? Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин амар мэндүү барилгачин захир за модчин. Барилгачин
Тийм үү, модчин, барилгачин.
тийм үү? Модчин. Тийм ээ. Барилгачин
Бэлэн байна. Модчин. Барилгачин. Захир. Амар мэндүү. Уур хаачин. Тийм үү, барилгачин.
I'd say that's about enough right here. I'm gonna try and cross the river, build an army to be able to do that. Okay.
Subutai should be here in 20 minutes.
Good on him. Right, so I'll need a heck of a lot of wood right now. Gold is not an issue at this particular point. Okay, there's more gold over on that side. To be fair, it's not really just copy and paste to the missions. Like, there is a significant change in the difficulty of certain missions. The design, like the way the AI acts specifically. And what you can expect from it.
Oorhatching. Amr Mindu.
Alright. I need to be careful or else I'm gonna reach the population limit. But I do need elite Mangadai. Like, by this point in the default game, I'd be expecting hordes upon hordes of fucking units to be arriving across that bridge. Though this is considerably more reasonable, considering I'll still have to assault across that bridge.
Amr Mindu Motchung. Тийм ээ. Motchung. Тийм үү. Барилгачин. Захир би болгоо хачин.
Тушаал сонс.
бэлэн байна. За. Барилгачин.
Сургаал сонс би болгоё.
Subutai should be here in 10 minutes. He'd better not be late.
Амар минь тийм ээ. За би болгоё. Барилгачин.
Эклээ гүйцэтгэе.
Соёо зүйтэй.
Захир. Барилгачин. Амар мэлэн байна. Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Тийм үү? Бэлэн байна.
Сургаал сонс болгоосноо.
Захир. Модчин. Бэлэн байна. Модчин. Амар мэндүү. Барилгачин.
Амар байна болгоё.
Захир. Барилгачин. Амар мэндүү.
Соёо.
Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Амар байна.
Бэлэн гүйцэтгэе. Мэдлээ гүйцэтгэе.
I'm gonna make one final push for that bridge. Whether or not I succeed is unclear to me. But it is an idea worth pursuing. I'm gonna throw every fucking thing I have against that bridge.
Барилгачин бэлэн байна. Тийм үү? Барилгачин.
Сонс гүйцэтгэе. Бэлэн итлээ гүйцэтгэе. Сонс гүйцэтгэе. Итлээ гүйцэтгэе. Гүйцэтгэе. Итлээ гүйцэтгэе.
Бэлэн байна. Барилгачин.
Alright. Hold on.
захир барилгачин.
It's done.
Сургаал болгоё.
Амар миндүү. Тасварчин.
Амар миндүү.
Sukhothai and his men have arrived in the east.
Соёхын. За зүгтээ.
Where are?
Тимо.
Where? Ah, there we go. So Batara is right here.
Сургаал болгоё.
Okay.
Амар байна уу?
Тийм үү. За барилгачин.
We're gonna try and break through. Let's try and do this.
Бэлэн байна. Би болгоё. Тийм ээ.
What a glorious victory, isn't it?
Тийм ээ. Барилгачин.
Alright, maybe I should keep some workers here. So much for the great Hungarian military. The Teutons are actually more difficult to deal with, not just on the basis of the fact that they actually are more aggressive, but they simply just have better units for this kind of fight, at any rate. Like the Magyar Hussars, yep, great units. Don't get me wrong on that.
Болгоё. Тимо. Захир. За. Уурхачин.
The Hungarians are trying to blow up the Sarjo River Bridge.
Амар миндүү. Барилгачин. Тийм үү. Барилгачин. Захир.
Okay, they still have one last town center. The Mongols did suffer heavier casualties during this battle. Historically speaking.
Such is the fate of the Hungarians and all who would oppose the tribes of Mongolia.
If you can't take the bridge, like I did, your only option is to attack through here. Oh, there is an opening here, but it doesn't matter because you can't really get there. I mean, you could cross the bridge and come over here instead of marching through the front gate as I did. This is arguably the hardest way of defeating the Hungarians, but it did work out, didn't it? Alright, that is the conquest of Genghis Khan. I think I exhausted all of the gold though on the map. The only thing that was untouched was this pile of gold. It's like what, 5 or 8, what, 4,000 gold, give or take. Not really a huge amount either way. Anyway, quit current game.
Nothing stands between us and the Atlantic Ocean. The Mongol Empire comprises 2 whole continents. Europe and Asia belong to the hordes. Every place we have entered has changed forever with our passing. Russia, once filled with quarreling city-states, much like the old Mongol tribes, will forever be melded into a single gigantic empire. Genghis Khan forged the largest empire ever created in the life of one man. His body was carried back to the river Onon, where the legendary Blue Wolf and Fallow Doe once lived. He was buried in the ground, and 1,000 horsemen rode over the site to disguise it. Genghis Khan's final resting place was devoured by the steppes. My people cherish the legend that their great ruler will one day return to lead his horsemen to another bloody victory.
And that would be about it, really. Pax Mongolica. The victory that we have won. Well, hope you all enjoyed this. And stay tuned for more. And if you do like my content, please do consider supporting me via Patreon, YouTube channel membership, all of that stuff. Super chats, if that's your thing. And do like, subscribe, and enable notifications so you're aware when I upload new content. Costin here on Serious Gaming, signing out. Thank you all.